So as you guys can see, we have been stacking up for the holiday season. We got our TP tower over here, the monkey. I don't have a name for him, sitting up on top of that. We got toilet paper here. We got paper towel here. We got some toilet paper back there, and more in a storage closet as well. So I think we'll be able to make it hopefully through Christmas, but you never know. Today, we are going to be breaking into Five Nights at Freddy's yet again. Now, where I left off was night 4. The last night that I played in my whole Fnaf series of game 2 anyway was night 4. And I did actually play and actually complete night 5 through that entire recording, like the unedited version, that I was going to actually clip up into several different parts. But when I did a Sea of Thieves video in between, and just for the sake of I didn't want to actually go back and re-edit that portion, I figured it would be easier to completely re-record playing night 5, and then also hopefully completing night 6 as well. So that's what we're going to do. There's really nothing huge that you guys would really need to see from the first recording of the time that I played night 5, so we can just completely play through that night again. And I actually haven't completed night 6 at all yet, so no spoilers there. I won't be spoiling anything. But without further ado, let's get straight into night 5. Now, night 5 is chaotic, more chaotic than night 4, but trust me when I say that it is not quite as chaotic as night 6. Night 6 is crazy. Now I'm going to try to be quiet as much as I can for when the phone guy's talking, just because, especially the next night, he has some pretty important things to say.
Oh, hey, good job, night 5. Hey, keep a close eye on them tonight, okay?
It is my job.
The building is on lockdown, and no one is allowed in or out, you know, especially concerning any previous employees. When we get it all sorted out, we may move you to the day shift. The position just became available. We don't have a replacement for your shift yet, but we're working on it. We're going to try to contact the original restaurant owner. I think the name of the place was Freddy's Family Diner or something like that. It was closed for years, though. I doubt we'll be able to track anybody down. We'll just get through one more night. Hang in there. Good night.
Alright, so nothing too huge there. Building's on lockdown. Yada, yada, yada. I mean, if you guys are here already, you guys have probably seen like 16 different Fnaf videos going into great detail on the completed lore of this series, so I really don't think you are too surprised by that. But I figured I would just, you know, be quiet in case you didn't want to hear. Anyway, this night is, well, the hardest you guys have seen so far, and it is actually pretty hard, I will admit. What makes it so hard, I think, is that the animatronics seem to be a bit more spontaneous and sporadic this night than they do in other nights. Like, there's really no estimation of what they're gonna do. They're kind of a little all over the place. One moment, you barely have anything going on, and it's looking like it's gonna be a piece of cake. The next moment, you've got like 16 different animatronics in your room, not to mention a bunch down the hall, and you gotta wind up a music box, and it gets kind of chaotic, kind of fast. So it's just a little weird, but it's really not actually that hard, like, consistently. So it's pretty easy to complete. I've completed it like twice, and yeah, that's basically all there is to it. The strategy that I have come up with is checking the laptop, winding up the music box as much as I feel comfortable with, and then checking the left vent or the center hallway, whichever I think should be done first, depending on the animatronics that are down the hallways and so forth. And then I'll check the other, you know, vent or hallway, whichever one I didn't do yet. And then occasionally I'll check the right vent, just because some of the animatronics can get into that vent and not emit a sound cue, like New Bonnie, and I think that's actually the only one. And then the left vent you always want to check, because Chica can get in there, and so can Balloon Boy. And you definitely want to know when Balloon Boy's there, because if he gets in your room, 1, he doesn't go away, and then 2, you can't use your flashlight. Like, he's there now, so I just want to make sure that he goes away, which he will any moment. Now I'm going to wind this up, put on my mask, because Mangle's in the... What? What just happened? What was that? I think that right there just proves my point about what I was saying about the whole sporadic thing. I didn't actually think I was gonna die there. I knew Foxy was down the hallway, but I flashed him a few times actually, I think, anyway. So, I don't know. Maybe he went away and came back? Either way. Ooh, I knew you were gonna be there. Alright. Flash down the hallway. So one thing you guys are noticing that I'm also doing is when I come out of the laptop, I'm trying to put my mask on right away. Just because when you tip the laptop down, other animatronics might be in your room. And that's not actually a mandatory strategy for night 5. That's just something that I do because it really can only help you. It's not like by putting the mask down, you're gonna kill yourself. I mean, unless Foxy's down the hallway. But in which case, if there's not an animatronic in your room, then you can flash Foxy down the hallway and it doesn't even matter. So, it is definitely a mandatory strategy for night 6. But that's just because night 6 is, like, insanely difficult and there's just so much going on. So, I'm not going to talk too much about night 6 while we're playing night 5. But it's just kind of a strategy that I've adopted that is actually really useful. Because then you don't necessarily have to wait to see if there's an animatronic in your room once you get off the laptop. It isn't really reliant so much on your reaction time then as it is just you remembering to put the mask down. You know what I'm saying? Or also just not flashing the animatronics when they get in your room, because then that's almost an absolute death sentence. But not always. Mostly. Ooh. Hello there. Okay. Knew you were gonna be there. Foxy is flashed, so I'm not gonna worry too much about him. I think we've got this. It's bound to turn 5 a.m. here soon. In which case, I think we're pretty... I think we're pretty good. Oh, I might be dead here. Oh, I'm not. Weird. I thought maybe I had flashed the animatronic in the face when it came into my room, like I'd accidentally pressed my control key. I didn't, though. 5 a.m. I think we're doing it. Ooh, creepy oldie Fred boy. Don't you dare, boy. The only danger with waiting... Oh. I was just about to say, the only danger with waiting to wind up the music box all the way is that if Foxy appears down the hall, he can actually jump scare you right away. But then I just passed the night, so no worries there. Paycheck. Boom. Night completed. Game completed, technically. Man is extremely underpaid, but I think we'll just let him figure that out with his boss. I honestly don't think he cares. He got out alive. I think that's the main priority, if you know what I'm saying. So yeah, we're just gonna click start. And yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I might not talk too much when we play this night, because this night requires so much brain power that it's crazy. And the phone guy has some crazy important lines, actually. You're definitely gonna want to pay attention.
Hello. What on earth are you doing there? Didn't you get the memo? The place is closed down, at least for a while. Someone used one of the suits. We had a spare in the back, a yellow one. Someone used it. Now none of them are acting right. Listen, just finish your shift. It's safer than trying to leave in the middle of the night. We have one more event scheduled for tomorrow, a birthday. You'll be on day shift. Wear your uniform. stay close to the animatronics and make sure they don't hurt anyone, okay? For now, just make it through the night. When the place eventually opens again, I'll probably take a night shift myself. Okay, good night and good luck.
So, phone guy dropped some pretty big lore puzzle pieces there. I'm not going to get into describing it, just because I don't want to end up killing myself. It seems like every time that I decide that I want to talk about what's happening in the game decides to, well, kill me. So, I'm not going to talk about it too much. Anyway, I might try and describe the strategy that I have for this night. Just because, actually, you know what? I'm gonna send this off to the editor of the video, which is me, in about 4 hours. So, yeah, he can just put up the strategy on the screen for you because I don't want to die. So the strategy that I've developed for completing this night is pretty simple. It's very reminiscent of Night 5's strategy. Basically, I gotta check the laptop, wind up the music box, and then I gotta drop my laptop and immediately bring up my mask because 9 times out of 10 there will be an animatronic in my room when I do that. From there, I go to check the left vent, and then I'm only supposed to flash the center hallway once, but I decided that it made it a lot easier that if I saw Foxy down there, I would then proceed to flash him several more times just for good measure. Anyway, that's basically it, so thank you so much, and back to you, fam. That is why putting on your mask right after you get out of the laptop is so important. It's a must have. Dude, I'm missing the mask. Every time that I come out of the laptop, I don't put on my mask right away. I'm like glitching on it, dude. That's not good. Oh shoot, hold on, we're gonna... Okay, now you're good. Now I know you're not going to attack me. Ooh, everybody's coming to say hi. I don't think I have to worry about Foxy though, so I'm just gonna go straight for the wind-up. Balloon Boy's in the... Okay, we're definitely gonna wait this guy out here. No! Oh no! Dude, what? I thought I'd flashed Foxy, bro. What was that? Did he come back or something? Dude, this is why this night is so hard. There's always something going on, especially the farther you get. And then sometimes you have to counter like 3 different animatronics at the same time, and sometimes it's not even gonna work. I hate it so much, yet I am so looking forward to seeing what happens once I complete this night that I'm just obliged to play it. It's so dumb, and yet it's an effective business strategy if you think about it, so... Yep, that's where I'm at. We are getting close, though, to completing this, Oh, what are you?
Huh?
So although I'm not entirely sure what happened there, I think it was either some random Easter egg jump scare that Scott decided to add to the game, or my game just crashed, one of the two. Either way, when I continued the recording, it turned out that my OBS didn't actually want to keep recording the game audio, and it decided to just quit entirely, and so the rest of the video won't have any FNAF audio, so instead of me, going through the hours and hours of me trying to complete Night 6, I'm just going to forget about it and skip to the end where I completed. I'm sorry that this had to happen. I really should have just restarted my OBS once my game crashed anyway, just because I know that my OBS does sometimes have some weird issues where it doesn't record the audio, even though it says it does. So I don't really know what happened. I'm going to be honest, it's kind of confusing still, but I figured that I wouldn't just scrap the video entirely, so here's me completing the game with no audio. Thank you for sticking through it, and I'll try to do better next time. Peace. We're just gonna crank it all the way up. I don't have time. Woo! I think we got it! Let's go! I'm done! I'm done! I'm done! I did it! Oh my word. Okay, I want to see what happens here. Jeremy Fitzgerald, $20.10. After being open for a few short weeks, Freddy Fazbear's Doors is now closed. Trunks will be scrapped to deposit, and original characters being kept in the hopes. It's a minor setback. Oh my word. Okay, I don't know exactly what that last part said, so I'm gonna stop my recording. And I'm gonna go to my files here. We're going to look at what that said. So, Freddy Fazbear's is closing. After being open only a few short weeks, Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria is closing its doors. The new animatronics will be scrapped due to possible malfunctions. However, the original characters are being kept in the hopes of possible reorganization of the company. It's a minor setback. We are confident that we will reopen someday, even if it is with a much smaller budget. CEO of Fazbear's Entertainment. So, I got paid 20 bucks. This is cool because the old animatronics get scrapped, which I think has something to do with sister location, because I know that the sister location has something to do with, the, like, weird kind of kiddish animatronics. And then they also have some weird, like, graveyard for animatronics or something. I don't really know. I haven't played the game yet. I don't really remember it very well. So maybe that's where they're going. But then the old animatronics actually end up staying, which is interesting because I think that then that leads up to the next game, which I think is set quite a few years in the future. I don't really know. Either way, we completed the game, which feels so amazing. You have no idea. I want to look real fast. We have played this game for a total of 26.8 hours. That is actually not true. We have played this game actually way longer than that. I know this for a fact because I actually had to wipe all the memory on my computer when I had some weird virus issue. And I think I had like 80 hours on the game at that point. I don't know why it doesn't just track it for my entire, like, Steam account, maybe? I don't know. But 26.8 hours alone for an indie game that isn't Minecraft, that's pretty impressive. Not to mention, that's kind of a long time. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, comment down below if you guys have any ideas for more Five Nights at Freddy's related or any content for that matter. I'm looking for more ideas all the time. Share this video with all your friends. I'm trying to, grow a little bit, get my average view duration up a little bit, click-through impressions, all that jazz, nerdy crap. You don't really care. Either way, please feel free to share this video with all your friends and relatives because I would like to grow at least a little bit. And, yeah, without further ado, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video.